Now we are going to talk about origin of costing, that is cost accounting. As you know, necessity is the mother of invention. In ancient time, when there was a barter system, but in the barter system there was a problem of how much is a particular product of having value. So after the barter system, everybody felt that there should be a need of trade and commerce, and accordingly, everybody was trying to keep and maintain the books of accounts, and accordingly, profitability of the businesses could be known. But in the 18th century, it was considered as an industrial revolution. In 18th century, there were so many things happening. For example, industrial revolution was taken place in the 18th century, where maximum number of production was being carried out throughout the machines. So we can say labors were replaced by the machines, and everywhere there was a cutthroat competition. And in this competition, everybody was trying to manufacture large number of goods and services, and they were trying to maximize their profitability. But there was a competition for profit only. So the efficiency was not maintained at that time. Therefore, many times for fixing the selling price, they don't have any sort of record for the cost. And that is the reason, first time in the United Kingdom, they have established a separate institution or body which is known as Institute of Cost and Works Accounting. Then later on in United States of America, National Association of Cost Accountants was established, and in India, Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India was established in 1944 first time. So this was nothing but this was the origin of cost accounting, how the cost accounting has been originated. As you know, there was a barter system and there was a financial accounting before cost accounting, but there were so many limitations. For example, whatever the system of accounting that previously they were keeping in that accounting system, there was nothing, no classification regarding what is the direct material cost, direct labor cost, how much is the direct expenses incurred or indirect expenses incurred. So these were the limitations in that particular financial accounting system, and therefore if we wish to increase our capital and if we wish to increase our profit, so in that case we are supposed to understand how much is our cost, and for understanding the cost there should be a separate system of accounting which is called as a cost accounting, and hence the cost accounting was originated. Now we will talk about the limitations of financial accounting. As you know, origin of cost accounting is because of only and only limitations of financial accounting. Because in financial accounting, it was not giving a detailed information about the cost. As I said, financial accounting gives you only information about the total expenses and the incomes as well as the assets and liabilities of a business on a particular date. But for a business, if they wish to control the cost, there should be an information regarding cost, because there is a lot of difference between cost and expenses. Cost means an expenses incurred before manufacturing of a particular product or services, and expenses means the expenses incurred for the purpose of utilization or use of that particular asset or a product or a services. So in financial accounting, there was no classification about the cost. Second limitation of financial accounting was no cost control method. In financial accounting, we were just recording whatever is happening in the business transaction. So there was no system of controlling the cost. Third limitation was no information on the efficiency. Suppose in a business, if I want to know which segment or which section of the business is more efficiently working, so in the financial accounting, no such type of information was being available. But in cost accounting, efficiency of an individual department can be ascertained with the help of costing information. Fourth limitation is there is no classification of expenses. As I already told you, expenses should be of various types. For example, behavior wise, you can see there are certain expenses which are controllable. Also, there are certain expenses which are uncontrollable. There are certain expenses which can be called as fixed expenses. There are certain expenses which can be called as variable expenses, as well as there are some expenses which are called as semi variable expenses. So such a type of classification is not available in the financial accounting, and that is the reason the cost accounting was came into picture. Next is historical in nature. Financial accounting record only and only costs which are already incurred in past. So it does not take into account the recent or the current situation as well as the future predictions. Not helpful in price fixation. With the help of financial statement, that is profit and loss account and balance sheet, you are not able to fix the price of a particular product or services, because financial accounts will only give you the picture of profitability as well as the financial position of a business on a particular date. But for to fix a selling price, you need to have the record of cost. And in financial accounting, there is no such type of price fixation policy available with the help of financial accounting. Next is no analysis of losses. Even though in financial accounts, when there are losses, financial account does not able to give the answer why there is losses. It does not give an analysis of how the loss has been incurred. But in cost accounting, such a type of analysis of losses can be easily founded out with the help of variance analysis as well as other controlling techniques. No techniques to evaluate alternative methods. For example, if I have a one business, and if I wish to compare my business with another business, or suppose if I want to purchase a one asset, so while purchasing that asset, financial accounting will record only and only expenses which are incurred on that particular purchase of asset, but it does not take into account the alternative option which was available for the purpose of purchasing that asset. It means that in financial accounting, there is no such type of technique to evaluate the alternate methods which are available for the purpose of recording of a cost or a expenses. No cause and effect analysis. Cause and effect means, suppose if one segment of a business or one profit or one product of a business is being in profit and another is in loss. So in financial accounting, there is no such type of situation or a system called as cause and effect analysis. Financial account does not able to analyze why there is profit and which product is in profit. It gives you only and only overall profitability and the loss statement or a loss position of a business. And the last is no data for comparison. Financial accounting does not give any such type of data which can be easily compared with the current data of a similar type of industry. Financial accounting's data can be compared only and only with the similar nature of businesses or industries with the help of only and only past data, not the current and the future data. Now we will talk about what are the objectives of cost accounting. So very first objective of cost accounting is classification of cost. As we have seen in the limitations of financial accounting does not give you an overview of classification of cost. But in cost accounting, costs are classified on the different basis. For example, cost can be classified on the basis of behavior, cost can be classified on the basis of control, cost can be classified on the basis of nature. So classification of cost is the basic objective of cost accounting, which will help the management regarding taking a decision about fixation of a selling price as well as ascertaining the total cost of a product manufactured or services rendered, as well as classification will help to control or to reduce the cost. Second objective of cost accounting is ascertainment of costs. Ascertainment means, suppose if I want to know how much is the cost of manufacturing a particular table or a duster. So in that case, how to ascertain the cost of a particular product? Which item of expenses should be considered or which item should not be considered? So these will be taken into account in the cost accounting. So this is the second objective of ascertainment of cost accounting. Third objective is determination of selling price. Cost accounting, it aims to fix the selling price, and for fixing the selling price, you should be able to ascertain the cost. Once you ascertain the cost, you can add your profit into that particular cost, so that you will be easily understand that how much is your profit and how much is your cost. So with the help of these two things, you can automatically fix your selling price. Next is ascertainment of profit. Profit can be ascertained when you know very well in advance what is your cost. So here, when a businessman is able to find out his cost of a particular product or a service, so ascertainment of profitability can be easily done with the help of understanding or ascertaining the cost. Next objective is measurement and identification of means of increasing efficiency. I said measurement and identification of means of increasing efficiency. Here, efficiency of a particular product manufactured or a service rendered as well as a particular segment of a department of an industry can be measured as well as identified as an efficient business, because in a business, not all the segments they can run in a profit. There are certain segments which can run in a profit, or there are certain segments or sections of a business they cannot be running profit. So in that case, cost accounting will help us to measure and identify the means of increasing the efficiency of a particular sections of an industry or a business. Facilitation of cost control and cost reduction. Cost accounting. The basic objective of cost accounting is for cost control and cost reduction. Cost control means cost accounting data will help the management to control the cost and not to increase the price of a product by maintaining the quality of the product, as well as the cost accountant, they are always trying, every time they are trying to reduce the cost without reducing the quality of a product or service. So this is again one more important objective of cost accounting. And the next is basis of managerial decision making. Cost accounting's basic objective is to give the data to the management regarding further decision making regarding whether to make or buy. For example, once the management is in a understanding that that is the amount, for example, XYZ is an amount of manufacturing a particular product. So management can take a decision. Suppose if we buy our own self, if we can manufacture a particular product, then should we manufacture that particular product, or if while manufacturing the product by our own self, if the cost is getting more, then why should not we just getting made over by the another person, so that another company will give the particular product by manufacturing us, and we will give only the marketing name, or we will give the name of a product to that particular product only. So these were the objectives of cost accounting. Thank you.